Yesterday I met Cathy Russell. Her mother is in a care home. They are not allowed to meet for more than 30 minutes a week, and they are separated by a plastic screen. They have not hugged or held hands for 5 months. Her mother's health is in decline. Cathy says people in care homes need their families. In Toronto, they allow a limited number of family carers in care homes. They have PPE and are tested. Why is the First Minister opposed to that for Cathy and her mother?
First Minister.
Can I ask Willie Rennie genuinely, in terms of the tone of this, and these questions are absolutely legitimate, but the tone that suggests that somehow I am willingly or deliberately trying to keep families away from loved ones in care homes, these are really difficult decisions. The Health Secretary, I think tomorrow, will be meeting representatives of families who have absolutely legitimate concerns. We know that visiting people in care homes, and there'll be very few of us who don't have some experience of family or friends who've been in care homes, and we know that visiting is a fundamental part of the health and well-being of those who live in our care homes, and I think that is particularly true for people with dementia. So it is hugely difficult for all of us to see and hear the distress of families who are not able to interact with loved ones in a normal way. But these restrictions are ultimately in place to try to help us protect care home residents and save lives. And it's important that we continue to recognise the risks of communal living, the risks of infections getting into care homes as we take these decisions. That said, the guidance on families and relatives entering care homes remains under regular and ongoing review. As I said, the Health Secretary will meet family representatives tomorrow, and we do look at whether there are more protections that we could in place to allow a more normal visiting regime in care homes. So I take all of these issues really seriously. There's probably none that have been more difficult and actually at times more genuinely upsetting than the range of decisions we've had to take around care homes. We all want to allow families to visit normally as quickly as possible and as safely as possible, and we will continue to take these difficult decisions absolutely with the best of intentions, but with the greatest care as well.
Willie Rennie.
The First Minister may not like it. I've discussed this with the Health Secretary and the National Clinical Director, so I do know what the issues are at stake. It's been under consideration for weeks. But to be frank, Cathy can't wait any longer. She needs change now. Cathy's mother comes in contact with multiple carers every day, yet the most important carer of all, her daughter, is left outside. And this is happening to hundreds of people every day. A fraction of them were out there yesterday. So extend testing, give her PPE, check her temperature, make her self-isolate, do whatever it takes to keep them safe, but let her in. So will the First Minister make this happen?
First Minister.
I think Cathy is one of the family members that the Health Secretary is meeting tomorrow. I think around 40% of care homes across the country do now allow and enable indoor visiting, and obviously we want to see more able to do that. Will I make this happen? I will try to take decisions that strike the balance between allowing families to have normal interaction with their loved ones, which I absolutely understand, but also make sure we are doing everything appropriate to protect people in care homes. These are not easy decisions, and it's my job with the Health Secretary and colleagues across the government to take them. We have to do that, and we have to listen to a range of voices and understand all of the difficulties in that. I don't enjoy taking these decisions at all, but we will try to do them taking the best advice and taking the best factors and balancing those, and get to a position where we can have families able to visit normally in care homes, which is what everybody wants more than anything else, but also to make sure that we're not in a position in a few weeks from now, and I don't mean this in any way critically before Willie Rennie suggests that I do, But in order to avoid a situation where a few weeks from now, Willie Rennie is asking me questions about why we've got outbreaks of infection in care homes. And that is the difficult balance that we have to try and strike. And we will continue to try to do that to the very best of our intentions. And that is an assurance I can give, not just people across the chamber, but families across the country.
Thank you. Question number